All right, I'm going to read my speech just because I haven't memorized it yet. But here's some of the delivery of it. And I'm sitting down for it because I'm not sure if we're going to be standing up or sitting down for our delivery speeches. Anyways, all right, so here goes. Getting speech mode. I want to preface. That's terrible. Let me try that again. I want to start this speech by telling you that this speech has absolutely no purpose. Other than that, I wanted to speak, and someone here decided to let me. I know we all love a good story with no ending. I had someone tell me the other day that the body loves pain. And it rather stopped me for a moment, because it didn't make any sense. If the body loves pain, why does it always try to avoid it? The body doesn't love pain. The body loves purpose. I had someone walk up to me the next day after an event I was attending, and they were telling me that during the exercise we had done around procrastination and inner reflection around the idea of procrastination, that they realized that the reason they procrastinated was due to overthinking. And I said, well, energy has to go somewhere. So if you're not expressing your voice or your movements, that energy has to go somewhere, and it has to go where it can be expressed in its highest form. It goes into the thoughts and it causes overthinking. You got to give it purpose. Give your thoughts purpose. All right, let me think of that, they said. I sat with someone I had just met, and I listened to their story. And they were telling me how they had dedicated themselves to this job until their body started to quit on them. It was swollen with inflammation. They were in so much pain, their knees, their toes, just their whole body. And they knew they needed to make a change, and so they were kind of looking for a new purpose, a new direction. And I said, wow, man, that's amazing. Your body is really strong to hold this for you. Right? I mean, how absolutely loving is that for the body to hold that experience for you? And they really cried realizing the love in that moment. Existence rides are not existence. What is the word? Existence existence moves through emotion, right? Our core frequency is love. Many of us are quite familiar with feelings. Joe Dispenza teaches that if you can master your feelings and your thoughts, you can create your reality. Many meditation, manifestation coaches, spiritual coaches, even Eastern medicine talks about emotions, feelings, thoughts, desires. Emotions are fleeting. They last a few minutes at most, just a few moments. A hit of dopamine in the brain causing the emotion of happiness. A hit of cortisol in the body, emotion of stress. And that emotion goes up through our nervous system and into our brain, and through this vortex of our emotional brain into a story that then is sent back down through the nervous system to the heart, to the body, and it creates this feeling that we then adopt as our next reality. As a young girl, I got attached to the idea of purpose. My mom, my dad, my bishop, they would look at the joy and the passion in me and they would say, God has a purpose for you. You are here for a purpose. And I believed that so much that it became my identity. I just knew I was special. So what is the purpose of this speech? When I was trying to write my speech, my presentation, my mentor, bless his heart, was like, I loved it. He said, why do I care? Like he said, Nellie, tell me a little bit of your story. And I started, and he said, let me just stop you. Why do I care? What's in it for me? I was like, all right. I love that. Thank you. Yes, of course. Now I had a purpose for my speech. I had to find this purpose. I had a purpose in finding a purpose for my speech. I really started getting lost in the details. In fact, the speech almost didn't happen because I was so focused on finding the purpose of my speech that I missed the whole point of the speech at all. And the whole point of the speech is that I just simply wanted to freaking speak. Sometimes we get so lost in purpose, in motivation, in our beliefs. They become our identity. Our purpose as an athlete is to be the best athlete out there, or to play to win when we play games. We get a car with the purpose of driving a car. We become a mom with the purpose of being a mother or a father or a child. You know, the purpose of a child is to XYZ. And we look for purpose in everything. So much so that we forget our actual existence is not about purpose. Motivation is, in its definition, a reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a certain way. The world lives for purpose, but energy simply exists in emotion. What happens when we meet the idea or the existence of no purpose? No motion, no expression, no desire, no values, no morals, no nothing. Just absolute nothingness. A void so deep that no light can penetrate it. A moment of complete, soulless apathy. Apathy of the soul. Most of us spend our whole lives looking for the point of life. But what if there is no point? I was married to a man who did not believe in life after death. I could hardly stand the thought of it. If there's no life after death, what's the fucking point of all this struggling? Embrace the struggle, they said. No pain, no gain. But what's the point? If there's no life after death, there's no purpose to the ending, then why am I here? What's the purpose of it all? Right? I needed a purpose because purpose became my identity. Became that belief that I held that I had to have purpose, to have value. The soul is pure emotion. It moves through emotion, past, present, and future. And the body lives in the present, right now. Right now, it is an expression of you in your truest form. Soul, body, mind, all of you. Right now, in this moment. The body holds the moment. The soul holds the emotion. And the mind is a communicator between the two. It communicates the emotion of the soul into the body and through the story and into feeling. That then creates our reality and what we observe, and then we observe that through our ego. What if there truly is no purpose, no point, no desire? All that existed was just nothing. Absolutely nothing. A moment where there was no existence, no point, no purpose, no reason for being. You think you could face the idea of that? I did. In that moment where there was no emotion, I found love. A complete, cellular, soul-wrenching force of love that was so complete and so raw and so honest. It was so amazing. And I realized that life truly has no purpose except in expression, in existence, simply for existing. The world needs you. It doesn't need your purpose, doesn't need your values, doesn't need your truth. It just needs you. It needs you. Choose life. Choose love. Choose hate. But be you in your fullest expression of you. And if you want to speak, then just speak. Thank you for being here today.